Welcome to the channel. So in this one we are going to be showing you how to rig a watch. So if you're wondering where I got this amazing watch from, it's actually from the course that we have just developed and finally launched. It's available on Gumroad and Udemy. So if you wanted to create a cool looking amazing animations and commercials for your product, this course is for you. So these are just 2 episodes from the course. So it just shows you how to rig a professional watch, and it's actually a fun experience. And this shot is made in there, and let's just get right into it. Hello and welcome back, everybody. So in this one, we are going to be creating, what do you call it? The rig for this guy. So let's just go back here and okay, yeah. I have added the rig folder, and let me just take out these guys, delete hierarchy and stuff like that. And one thing we have forgot is to apply this guy. Let's apply the solidify, or maybe not. Yeah, let's not apply it. It doesn't matter. Okay, so Shift S cursor to select it to put it in the center. What I'm going to do is select the rig folder and add a bone. So one thing we want to do before we start doing anything is viewport display and in front to make them in front. Okay, put this guy back like that. Okay, somewhere about there. Good. So maybe if you remember, we added this guy and we have a mirror modifier on it. So let me just apply this guy. Link. Okay. What? L for linked to select everything, Control P, Alt P, or Control P, but P by selection, sorry. And now set origin to geometry to put it inside there. And now we have this to easily, add bones here and there. So what I'm going to do is Shift A and add a bone there. And now I'll just press this one. Just the top part like this. Shift S cursor there and here, just about there to start to make it a nice folding point for it. So maybe if you want to go a little bit too extra with it, just Shift S this guy and select only this, Shift S and put it inside there. So now if I have Alt H this guy, you could see that we have a nice one that goes there. So now I'm going to call it the short side. So let me just go short, and whenever we subdivide it and stuff like that, we get short 1, short 2, short 3. So you could go like this and do it the same way, or we could just select this guy. Okay, select the bottom part of this, put the 3D cursor there, select the whole thing, Shift D, scale it in the y-axis, and -1 to put it in this side, and just F2 this guy and call it the long side. So we have the long, we have the short. Okay, we have the long, we have the short side, and let's call this the origin, something like that, the body or the main. This is going to control the whole movement, and we'll add one just for the this guy. So now what we could do is just go ahead and maybe adjust the length on this guy, GY, and put it just around there is good. So now what we can add is we could just subdivide this guy and make sure to give it an enough amount. I think 5 is good. 5 is a good length, but when you have more bones, you might have to deal with more geometry. So you could see that this short side doesn't need as much as these guys. So I'll just go with this amount. This is good. So if I press Alt H, we could bring that guy back. So now what we could do is just, okay, these two are the same. So let me just do this. P by selection to, have 2 of these. And yeah, 3 is good. edit and lock modes, just disable that one. Do this and select this bone. Go to the pose mode, select all these bones just here, and press Ctrl P with automatic weight. So if I go back, I could just move this guy, and it works. So that's what we want. So it works, easily. So we don't want to mess this guy up. So do the same thing with this side. Select everything, even the bottom part like that, and just move it to see what is going on. Select these guys, Control P with automatic weight. So now you can see that this guy is just controlling everything else with it. Nice. So we could see if we go like this and we move this guy, we can move the whole thing. And maybe let's just go with a viewport display of 1 to have, or 0 to have a nice look to this guy. Okay, good. Yeah, much better. So basically we're just going to add 3 bones right there just to control the top part. For each we are going to be adding 1. So Shift S, go to edit mode, and Shift A to add 1, Shift S and put that guy there, G, Y, and put it like that, and rename them like this is the second. So yeah, naming is important, this one. So yeah, now if we could just duplicate it 3 times. Okay, don't worry, we'll put them in their places and stuff like that. And just for now to see it, let's change it to stick. So let's just change this to minute and this to hour. And go ahead, select this guy. Okay, select these, both of them. Okay, and go to select this guy like that, and just that, Control P and choose bone. So we don't want it deforming anything with it. Okay, so if you choose medium point, you could see that this happens. And then the item, disable the lock, disable this guy, change this to XYZ Euler. Make sure to do that, so when you're animating you don't have some kind of issues. So lock these 2 and just apply this. So let's do the same thing with this. Just select these 2, go here, select this guy, bone, and yeah, do the same locking, XYZ Euler, lock everything except the Z-axis. Perfect. So this guy is only this, so let me just go like that, Control B, bone, XYZ Euler, lock everything except that guy. Okay, we're almost, we're already ahead of us. So let me just go back and let me just put some parts on the rig. So I'll just select this guy, Control. Okay, oh, we need 1 for the omega thing here. Put 1 there, Shift A, okay, go here, go to edit mode, Shift A to add 1, GZ, and put it like there. Maybe let's put you a little bit further. Yeah, just this, control this, go to pose mode, Control P, bone, and now we could see this. And if I move this, everything should move with it. So it's not at the moment. So what we could do is just select this guy, select this, and Control P, keep offset. So now you could see everything is connected to that guy, not these guys. For some reason, go to edit mode, select this guy last, Control P, keep offset. Now it should move. It should definitely move. Okay, we're doing nice. Okay, so now everything else, okay, Maybe let's make the root bone another bone. So let me just move this guy a little bit up, and it's messing it up. Yeah, we'll add another root bone. That is definitely a must. Yeah. So let me just go ahead and do that. Select this guy GZ and move it like this, and call this the root bone. So we have the main, we can call this the case, and we could call this the, what do you call this guy? Remember, gizmos. Okay, it's inside here. Okay, the crown. Okay, so now if we go back to the pose mode on this, guys, you could see this moves that, and that should move everything else. So let's just go back to edit mode, press these guys, press this guy first, this guy last, Control P, keep offset, and now you could see that we have that. I think we printed to the wrong part. Control P, keep offset. Yeah. So if I go pose mode back, this moves the whole thing. So this should be moving this guy too, and this guy too. So okay, to not make this episode a little bit too long, we'll do the IK stuff in the next part. Let's just add the main bones here, and we'll just continue. Okay. Now, since we have this one, we could just keep on Control P bone, doing this, Control P bone. This we can definitely, okay. Since these two have the same modifier, I'll just join them. Okay, since we'll do no animations on that guy, so just select this guy last, Control P bone to move it like that. Okay, that guy like that, Control P bone. We're moving, but something isn't. Oh, that guy is supposed to be with this, Control P bone. Nice. So select these two, go like there, Control P bone. So this should be moving everything. Nice. So we just need to add these guys, Omega logo. Now if I click there, Control P bone. Okay, to check it, we are forgetting nothing. We'll see this, and we are forgetting these two. So let me just go right there, select that part. Okay, make sure to deselect that guy, Control P bone. So if I move this, a whole watch is going to move, which is good. So the last thing we are going to do is just add one there, extrude one there like this on the y-axis, and this should be moving this guy. So okay, so press this guy and pose mode, Control P bone. So this guy should Control P bone. This guy should be moving this guy, XYZ Euler. Okay, just the x-axis is open, everything else is closed. Good. And just for this guy, what I'm going to do is go to edit mode. If I move this, that moves with it. But if I shift D this guy like that, and if I rotate it, I guess, let's put the 3D cursor there, 3D cursor to bone. Okay, not that one. Okay, let's move this guy to the 3D cursor and just rotate this to somewhere about there where it looks right, you know. And just put this guy like this. and select that. So select this guy, select this, Control P bone. Now if I rotate this rotates. So, and if I rotate this, this should rotate with it. So let me just go to edit mode, select this guy last, Control P, keep offset. So if I go back to pose mode, this rotates with it, and this guy is, you know, a different object. It's amazing. So if I put this guy Alt R, Alt G to put it in the center, to put it back. Okay. So you guys, we are forgetting one thing, this cover, which we have hidden for quite some time now. I'll put that guy right there. So let me just put this guy, select this guy last, Control P bone. Okay, now we have that, and this guy moves the whole thing. So if I do this, and this guy moves with it the whole time. Alt R, Alt G, Alt R, Alt G. So you might notice some weird movements. It's because we have it in the 3D axis. So if I go back here, and now if I do this, it should move like this. And if I do this, it should move from the watch itself. So we could definitely go ahead and check it with that. And I've lost everything. And see you in the next part where we start adding IKs. And pray for me to get this file back. Hello and welcome back to this, you know, let's add the IK rigs and everything else, and we will be, you know, ready for animation. So instead of sticks, I'll just go back to octahedral. I like this guy. I don't know why. It's kind of, you know, fun, I guess. So what I'm going to do is just Shift D this guy like this, and move it up, away like this. So this is going to be the long IK. So this is the IK, and this is super easy to do. Just go to the pose mode, inverse kinematics, press this guy, choose the IK, and the chain length to something like there. Okay, sorry. Oh yeah. Make sure to deselect deform and go back here, and Alt P and clear parent. So we don't want it to parent it to anything. So now it could work fine. So you see that we have a nice, you know, looking this guy. So that now you'll notice that we, you know, the shape looks weird, and you know, this bendy thing doesn't look as good. So that I get. So there are like two solutions to this. Is one, when you've done it, this add more like you know, large amount of bones, or we could choose bendy bones to, you know, add more of this guy. So enable bendy bones, so you could see that we have that guy. So this guy comes as a cost of your, you know, as a cost of, you know, having a nicer what do you call it, the runtime will be, you know, lower. So that's the only thing, but the rest is good, and the bendy bones works fine. This is good. All right, Alt R, Alt G. So there's one the other thing that we could do is just select go inside of every one of those, and in the inverse kinematics, I think we should lock the which axis is it? Yeah, we want to lock these axes. So now no matter how much we move this guy, that does not move that way. So that's something. But sometimes you might want it, but I see that we should not do just for these parts, you know, because we don't want it deselecting from there. So the same thing goes here, and since we already have this guy, so let me just go like this, shift go to edit mode, Shift D, Y, and push it like there, and call it the short IK, and Alt P to clear every patent that I could have had, and press this guy, the same things, inverse kinematics. Press this guy, IK, push the short. Yeah, go like this, and voila, we have a nice, thing to go with this. And what I'm going to do is just the same thing, add a bendy bones on it to get nicer, animation. Okay, yeah, I like this, quite like this. Could do everything like this and bend it. So for here we could just go like an even thickness on this guy and give it a little bit more thickness to kind of hide imperfections and stuff like that. Give it a little bit more thickness like this. It's easier this way. Okay, Alt R, Alt G. Okay, select Alt R, Alt G to put it in the center. And now what I want to do is just select these guys, so we are not going to be using them, but one thing I want to add is this side. So whenever I'm doing this, it should have something to follow and bend to. So for that to do is just easy, just Shift D this guy. I change the name to Paul, a long Paul. So what I could do is just go to the pose mode, select that guy, and in the pole target, just push this and choose pole. So now you could see this guy's going, so just pole angle negative 90 degrees. Now if I do this, okay, what is going on? Maybe it is not right. Pole target. Yeah, we are not going to be using the pole one then. Okay, we'll just work with what we have. Delete that guy, go back to the pose mode and see that we have this. So on the next one, we'll be adding custom bone shapes and stuff like that. But for now, let's just go ahead and do a little bit of cleaning up. So let's just move these guys to the layer, this one, since we don't want to see them all the time. Move this guy like to here, so now it's a bit cleaner to see and stuff, and this is like there. Good. In these guys we are going to be adding 1 or 2 controls, easier for this. These we need, and that we need too. Okay, so these are the guys we are going to be constantly working with, and let me just move this guy like this and see what we got here. So we could kind of go ahead and sculpt over this and kind of fix whatever potential stuff that could be happening. So if I go ahead to a sculpt mode right here, I could just go ahead and draw over this like that. So you could see that we could maybe if I push grab and press Alt with it while grabbing, it's just gonna push the guy out. Yeah, something like this is good. So for the center, and maybe let's add a little bit of this guy too. Just a bit. Since this guy we don't want it having, and we'll fix this, we'll be fixing the stitches too, and this side looks better, I guess. It's not bad. So let's just go back and Just go with a 2 of thickness. And yeah, we could see that we'll have those because of the view. We made it 2 less. If we put this guy back, you could see that those guys go away pretty easily. And yeah, so I'll be putting the stitches back up, or Alt R Alt G, Alt R Alt G. If we select the stitches, now you can see we could just go to edit mode and select this half like this really easily, and just push it a little bit down to see that we could have a nice geometry to there. O, to have the proportional editing enabled, or even just scale it in the Z-axis and just move it down. Maybe this way it will work better. Let's see. Good. So let's just go to the sculpt mode and kind of grab 1 or 2 pieces like that. That would be a better option. Just do it manually. Just have a big brush, which is going to be better to control, to not have messed up stuff. Just go like this and push these guys out. A little bit, so you could see through here we have some kind of messed up situation here, so we could just push this guy back. Okay, let me just see here. You could just inflate them, calculate the normals. Okay, there are some messed up stuff going on here, which we are not going to be wasting our times with. Just for the sake of it, we'll just do this. I know we could just easily fix those, but no, we're not. You can do that, but since we're not going to be showing this part a whole lot, I'm not going to be, adding 1 or 3 or something hours to the tutorial just to show you, just to, fix something that is not going to be seen. Okay, these parts are really messed up too. Okay. Yep, we'll just work with what we have. So let me just see it in the okay, we messed up. Please tell me I've saved up this time. I don't want to do that much work again. Recent 2.8. Where did we left this guy? I think we're good. Is the IK in? Okay, let me just check. Sorry, I'm very sorry about this. Wish there was something I could do with it. Okay, so I didn't save since we started making the eye case. So yeah, good thing we have already been done with that one. So I'll just come back. Okay, let me just open this guy. Don't save. Let me just try this. 2.8. Okay, so see you guys in the next part where we add more. We'll start animating or stuff like that. We start adding custom bones, and see you in the next part.